Welcome everybody, it's Joann here today. I have a little tutorial on what I am calling a center opening split top box. So just to show you what this looks like, this is the finished project. You could decorate it however you like. It's really the mechanics of the box I'm going to show you today. But here is the finished project. So it opens in the center, and I've completed the inside with some decorative panels from designer paper, but it's pretty if you leave it without, or you can actually do the insides of the top. I've just chose to do the bottom part of it, but it's a lovely little box that will house an A2 card. As well as, you know, any little gift or trinket. I think the box actually is a gift in itself, and that's what I've been told. A lot of people just love getting a pretty box like this. So let's get started today, and I'll show you how to put it together. I've already put together the pre-cut pieces of cardstock. I'll show you in the video here. So you can see the sizes. It's 8.5 inches by 7.25 inches. You'll need your cardstock sized that way. And I've pre-drawn out the score lines so that you can see where you need to make your scoring better for the camera. So if well, just to show you, we'll do the scoring here. You're going to be scoring the base of, this is the bottom of the box, so you'll be scoring at the 1.5 inch marks for the bottom on all 4 sides of this piece of cardstock. So quickly put these score lines in. There we go. And once we've done that, we're actually ready to make some relief cuts here to make the tabs for our box. So I usually make my relief cuts right on the corners. So do that on all 4 corners of your bottom. And a little tip that I like to do is I cut little wedges out of the cardstock, and I'll tell you, this gives you a better corner, so it gives you a cleaner corner. You don't have to do it, but I just find it works better to put the corners together. So you'll do that on all 4 sides. And there's no exact measurement, it's just a freehand cut. And you don't have to be fancy because you're not going to see it. So once you've got your relief cuts done, we're ready to do our folding. So we'll just loosely just fold them at the score marks. On all 4 sides. You're going to spend a lot more time doing this than I am right now, but once you have just done the general folding, I go in normally and give it a better, crisper edge with my bone folder. This just makes it a lot neater. And you'll be doing that on all 4 sides again. No right or wrong way to do this, just there you go. So we've done all 4. Once we've done that, we're actually ready to put this box bottom together. So I'm going to bring in, you'll need some, fairly good adhesive glue, but you're going to put glue on the tabs, the inside of the tabs here. And just hold them together. Show you. Take a minute, just a couple of seconds or so to dry. Get it enough adhered, and you're going to do the exact same thing for the other side. little bit of glue on each of the tabs. Don't have to be fancy. And here, we'll let that dry. Once you've done that, you've got the base or the bottom of your box. So now it's time to make the tops of this lovely little box. So you're going to actually need 2 pieces of cardstock. I'll bring the scoreboard, and I've already drawn out the lines as well for this, so you can see on the camera that each piece of cardstock, I should say, is 7 3/8 inches by 4 1/4 inch. So you'll cut 2, and you're going to be, I'll just take one away, we'll just start with 1, but you're going to be scoring very similar to what we did for the bottom of the box at the 1 1/2 inch marks. You'll be doing that on 3 of the sides, not 4 for the top. So draw those or score those. And once we've done that, we're ready to make our relief cuts. I'll bring my scissors here. So we'll just make our relief cuts for our corners on each end. And once again, we'll just trim those little wedges off to make our cleaner corners. And again, don't be fancy with that part of it. It's not necessary, you won't see it. So we'll just make those little cuts. So once we've done that, I just want to show you the tapered edges of the completed box. So I'll just bring in my project. As you can see, I've made some tapered edges to this box just to give it a little bit more character. So if you want to do that, it's very simple to do. So what I've done is I'll just turn this cardstock over. I've measured in about a 1/2 inch from each score line, and I made a mark, and then I drew a line and connected it. So as you can see here, this is the line. All I'm going to do is make the cut on the diagonal here, take off those pieces on both sides, take this away, and now we're ready to do our folding. So we're just going to roughly do our folding here just to get our shape. Bring in our bone folder and do a cleaner job with that. Again, you'll take more time at this, make it probably a little bit prettier. And then we're going to actually do our gluing at this point. So I'll bring in our glue, add some glue to our tabs, and adhere the sides to those tabs. Get a little bit extra glue here. Let it set for a minute, and you'll see that doesn't exactly line up. Well, that's no problem because we can take our scissors afterwards and just give it a little trim, fussy cut that off. It'll be just like perfect. There you go. That is one side of the top. We're going to do the exact same process one more time. I'll bring in my scoreboard. Bring in our cardstock. Once again, same sizing. Make our score marks on the 3 sides at the 1 1/2 inch marks. Take this away. We'll bring in our scissors here and we'll make our relief cuts for the corners. Very simple box to put together, but very effective and really turns out pretty. So I'm just making my little wedges on the side here. I'll have all of this in the step-by-steps as well. So once we've done that, clean up our mess here. So do our rough folding. Same process on the back. We need to actually make those diagonal cuts to give us our tapered edges. So I'm just going to cut those off now before I do my folding. Fold on each side. Get a good little sharp edge here. Once again, now we're ready to put our corners together, so we'll bring in our glue. Add our glue to the tabs. Oops, a little bit too much. Line it up as best you can there. On each side, once again, we're going to have to do a little fussy cutting or a little trimming just to make it that perfect edge. Probably wait a little bit longer than I am here for the glue to dry, but I think you can get what I mean here. So I'm just cutting off the edges here. Oh, there we go. And we have both of our tops all ready to go. So now it's time to put it all together. And we need to make our hinges for our box. So I like to actually use ribbon for my hinges, but I'll bring this in and show you how. I like to work upside down, so I'm gonna put my top upside down and bring in my bottom, and we're going to adhere the hinges on each side. I like I said, to use ribbon because it's a little more flexible, so it doesn't matter what size ribbon. I use score tape and some ribbon. Normally what I do is actually adhere the score tape to the ribbon, so you kind of have sticky ribbon, and so that's the easiest for me, but you can also attach score tape to the box. But I'll show you what I have. I have 2 pieces of 4 1/4 inch ribbon that already has score tape on it. So what I'm going to do is just take this and attach to each side of the box. It's so much easier because your ribbon's already sticky, so it's pretty effective. That's one side. The other side, exactly the same. Adhere the score tape to the ribbon, so just going to half on the bottom, half on the side. Give it a good press down so you can make good contact with the glue. And there you go. That is going to be your hinges. So once you're done, you can open it up. You see you have this hinged box. I find the ribbon very flexible, so it works really well. So that once we've got that all completed, you can, I'll just bring in the finished project here. You can actually attach panels, designer panels on the inside. Just all you do is follow the same template, just cut those panels just a little bit smaller so that you can show the dimension. Well, that's your tutorial for today for the center opening split top box. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy crafting, everyone. Take care.